Okay.
Hi guys, good evening. It's Darren from Jace Media, and tonight I'm joined by three quarters of the hottest thing to come out of Montreal
Yeah.
in probably the last 10 years. I have the pleasure of calling them friends. I've reviewed their records, I've hung out with them, seen them live. An hour, just to let you know, guys, my review of the show on Saturday that I did at the Academy, 4,000 hits.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Very
So,
good, man. Congratulations.
I must be good. I must be good at something, guys, and writing some rubbish that people like to listen to. But yeah, everybody loves it.
So sorry, man. You're kind of the internet connection is unstable, is what our Zoom is telling
Let
us.
me try to get a
Yeah.
side.
I think it's the crazy weather.
More every minute.
We're sorry because the connection kind of cut in and out a little bit. Was there a question there?
Yeah, I think it's the weather, Dave. We're having storm, one of those crazy storms today, where everything, the roof's getting ripped off of places tonight, and everywhere's you can't go out, no one can drive. The weather's pretty horrific.
Oh, we are back.
We're back. I think it's the weather,
We're
Dave.
losing ya.
Yeah, we may have to if it
I know,
continues, guys. We may need to reschedule. I don't want to hold up your time, but obviously the weather's just playing havoc. But we will carry on as best we can.
We need a tooth.
We'll carry on the best we can.
I pulling it up on yours?
I need the link.
Okay, let's take
On. Okay.
So it's gonna be that. Yeah.
Excellent.
We're getting a duo tonight. That seems to be better.
There we go.
Yeah, that seems to be better.
How's that?
That seems to be much better.
All right, let's try.
Cool. So how has it been? I mean, I think the audiences are just absolutely taking you guys to their hearts.
I think it's a give and take. I mean, we are here so happy and so grateful to be here when all our our friends back in Canada are just not able to do what we're doing, and most of North America is still closed up, and we are here, doing it. We're able to tour, we're able to play our music night after night, and we are so grateful. And I think that comes through in our performance, that comes through the way we want to meet everybody after the show. We just want to hang out and party and forget COVID ever happened. And I think it's people are kind of feeling the same thing. So it's just it's been incredible. It's been incredible.
Yeah. I think each night's been getting better and better and better from reading the reviews. I've said to everyone, nowhere tops Glasgow, because Glasgow is just a crazy place where they just love their rock music,
Yeah.
But I guess a lot of people are seeing you for the first time. A lot of people, because everyone that I've spoken to on Facebook, people have been contacting me because, I put out the review and it started off with a couple of hundred, and then it went to 1,000, and then 2,000, and then 3,000. And people are going, who are this band and where can I see them? And I'm like, oh, they're here. They're touring with King, and a lot of people who have saw you have said, Jesus, these guys are just incredible. You know, so
Wow.
I hope that I'm doing something in some way to getting you guys out there, you know, and I'm spreading the damn truth to everyone.
Definitely, and we appreciate it very much. We know that connection. I mean, we got to meet you there that magical night, and we hung out for a really long time, and you just became part of the family. And definitely, anything that you do helps us so much.
Yeah,
And-
Dave was like the mystical, you know, genie just disappearing everywhere every time I went to see him. He's not there. I'm thinking, well, the fuck's Dave?
Yeah.
He's just floating around.
Well, listen, I made sure to be here tonight, you know.
Absolutely. So how,
It's hard
so
to
how
get
was,
there.
how was last night? Was it good?
Manchester. It was awesome. It's an interesting venue because it's right on the university grounds. So we were basically, it kind of felt like, you know, you go through the classrooms, you go through the cafeteria, you go through the little like student pub, and then suddenly, okay, here we are in the venue, and it was. Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, playing with King is so exciting and energizing, and you know, we know that they're going to put on a great show every night, so we have to up our game every night. We have to make sure that we're hot from the first note, and yeah, and I mean, we had a blast. And I think that the really, really great part is when I look out at the first front rows, I'm already recognizing people, and these are followers of King who, you know, followed them from show to show, and I kind of see them smiling and starting to like recognize our songs and sing along in certain parts, and that blows me away, you know, that people are connecting with us, you know, started as King fans, but then finding their way, you know, into our hearts and into our life, and the way that connection happened is fantastic. It's remarkable. I love it.
I kind of think, you know, when a lot of people go and see, and this is from personal experience, that a lot of people see sometimes the support act as the main act because they follow you or they heard about you, and they're only going because you're playing, you know. But I guess, like, from your shows, and obviously from my experience of reviewing your album way back last year, I knew that there's going to be something special when you guys came to Scotland. And I think that also showed as well with the amount of people that came to try and chat to you and get pictures and just hang out, because, you know, you've got a cool vibe, you've got a nice, you know, you've got awesome rhythm about you. You're just four people who just want to hang out and party. You know, you've done your bit. And I think the Scottish audiences especially like that. You know, you're not going, oh, we're stars, we want to go to a trailer and not talk to anyone. You just want to hang out, get pissed, have a laugh.
Absolutely.
You know, go to the Howling Wolf, and enjoy yourself.
Right.
You know?
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we spend all day together in the van alone. We're just traveling from place to place. We're sick of each other. We want to meet everybody.
That's it. I'd be sick of these two as well, Lee. So you're in good company.
So for us, we're kind of like discovering all these people who have been with us for years and years, but we haven't yet discovered them. So to get out to the merch table after show and hear from people that they've been following our music and watching along with us for years and years, unbeknownst to us, it's pretty amazing to finally be out here. So we don't want to miss that opportunity to get to know these people who we've been such a part of their lives for, you know, all this time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I ask people like, hey, what's your name? And they're like, they tell me their first name. I'm like, is your last name this? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I've seen your name on the screen for the past fucking 2 years. And here you are face to face. What a magical moment.
You know, we've had people alongside us for a while, and now that we finally landed in the UK, it feels like, you know, it could become a home for us, you know?
Yeah. Listen, if I can do anything to spread that word and get you there, you know, I'll only be too happy to do so.
Thank you so much.
Because it's such a pleasure to, you know, to chill with you guys and hang out. And I guess as well to come and see you, you know, since the album was launched and COVID hit, you know, and it was a bit of a shitter. But you know, when you touch down, and I'm in the crowd on Saturday night with my wife, and I'm singing away, and people are going, do you know these songs? I'm like, yeah. Why? And I'm like, I'm like, yeah, that's my mates up there. I'm not like,
Yeah, man, that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, get out of town, big man. I'm like, yeah, I know these guys. And I guess, like I said to you guys at the show, the good thing about being like a reviewer and an interviewer, you get to hear the music before anyone else. So you've got a jump on you guys. So when people come to the show, I'm singing away, giving it, yeah, I know this song, I reviewed this last year. And people are going, how do you know this? And I'm like, yeah, they're my buddies, we hang out and we talk, that rubbish. But it's great that you've landed and people are really taking you to their hearts.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
It's
been
really,
great.
we can't say, thank you enough. It's really how it feels. It's just, we feel at home.
Yeah,
We feel at home. We have we've built a second home over here, and it's very, very special.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got a real family vibe here too, which we absolutely love. You see fathers coming out with their daughters, whole families coming to the show together,
Sure.
and everybody's just tripping out on the same music. I mean, I remember being young, and it wasn't always the case where a kid and an adult are tripping on the same sounds, but here we are, everybody swaying to the same band at the same time. It's beautiful, and we absolutely are addicted to it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it won't be too long until you're back on your own, doing your own headline tour. And I'll be right there at the front, championing you
Hell yeah.
guys. No problem at all. So what is it tonight? Is it just a chill out tonight? Taking it easy?
Oh yeah.
Smoke some wine.
Well, we've had a few of these actually today.
Yeah,
We've
it was
been-
an interview day. It was true. It's true. We had we also had an incredible visit from this UK clothing company. We're already sporting some of the duds.
Fix.
They're a band. They're a company
Brand.
called Fix. A brand
What's
called
this one are?
they're a brand called Fix Clothing.
They're from right here in
And
Manchester.
From right here in Manchester, and they're phenomenal. We love their clothes. So they came over with a little shipment for us, and we got to play dress up all afternoon and take some pictures, and it's very exciting. And we have a whole bunch of new outfits made right here in the UK for the next half of the tour. So that's also very exciting.
We've been wearing Fix already for
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah,
It's
it's
done
just
since
2 or 3
2019.
years.
Yeah. Last time we came to London, we got to hook up with them, and we're just all on the same length, same wavelength. We're just pushing rock and roll.
Yeah, it's a rock and roll brand,
Yeah.
right here in
Listen,
the UK.
And that's good though that that a company wants to kind of endorse you guys and say we're our brand, which is
Absolutely.
only good for you guys as well. It shows the popularity that you have.
Yeah.
There's
And they're
a
very,
relationship there.
grassroots kind of company too. They're only 3 guys handling everything, and it's on the screen they may appear as this jumbo company, but they're really just the same as a band, just making their way, making their art, and giving it to people. And we want to be behind that 100% of the way.
See that you've just said it there, PY. You've just said they're 3 guys. You're just 4 guys taking the world by storm. So
It's the same fucking thing.
It's like a match made in heaven. You're 4 guys taking the world by storm. Pushing out your album and just getting the crowd really behind you guys, which is incredible.
Yeah, you've said it. We're 4 guys in a band, but we've got millions of people behind us every inch of the way.
Yeah,
So we're very lucky for all those souls.
Absolutely pushing you every step of the way, PY, because I think that your popularity is just incredible. And you must see that in every show when you're, like you said, Lee, in the front, you're looking at faces going, I saw you 2 days ago, or because people really dig what you do, and I think that can only be good for you guys. So obviously the next question is, when are we having the next album?
Well, we hope not
It's
too
been in the
long.
works for a while.
Yeah, it's been in the works for a
It's
while.
always in the works.
We're talking, with a bunch of, we're trying to make it happen between the labels and our management. We're trying to make it happen
studio.
before the end of the year.
The producer.
We hope it will happen before the end of the year.
Talks are open, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there's anything that Jace Media can do for you, we are only too
Thank
happy
you,
to
Dad.
help.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much,
it,
man.
man.
It was so great to meet you in person as well. And
Finally.
yeah, and I'm sure we'll be back. I'll tell you one cute little story just on as we were leaving. We have a lot of driving to do in between shows because we have my son traveling with us, and so a lot of times he stays at the Airbnb, and then we find one place that's comfortable for a few days. So then we have like 2 hours commute at night or whatever. And then there was the night that we were driving back from Glasgow, we had a good hour and a half, and PY is saying, let's play inspirations, let's play songs that none of us have ever heard before, or like, and I remember I suddenly had this thought, we're just driving out of Scotland. I'm gonna give these guys a little Dougie MacLean, which none of them have ever heard of before. And so we played Caledonia as loud as the speakers would permit. And we're just like,
Awesome,
and
too.
I had a friend who turned me on to him years ago, and I was just blown away to be listening to Dougie MacLean, like in his hometown, like his home country, just as we're driving around, and it was very magical. For me, it was a very magical moment, to feel the connection to the earth and the land and the music that came from it, and all of you people. It's very, very special, very special.
They come out to see you guys, and I think you're right. The Scottish people just really want to adopt you, because do you know
We're
what I
happy to
mean?
be adopted. We love it.
You
We
can come
love
and
it.
you can come and visit me anytime. You can come and visit me
Wonderful.
anytime. You come to my house and come and visit and say hi to my wife.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
You're more than welcome. But I
Thank
think that's a good thing, that you feel comfortable, because sometimes when bands come across, they just kind of want to get in, do the show, and get out. Because it's a long way, from your homeland and stuff like that. And you kind of think, I just want to do my hour and then get off. But I think when you feel the connection of the crowd that want to, be hanging out with you guys, who want to just get a picture, because you're four cool dudes, from Montreal. People go, let's get some pictures, because I think bits of that is that it's a memory that'll live with you for a lifetime. You're hanging out with a couple of musicians who want to be there with you and want to embrace the fact that you're buying the merch, and you're listening to some of the Scottish stories, and people going, yeah, I've known you guys for years, and you're like, yeah, but they really take you to the heart, and I think that's incredible. And I saw that on Saturday. I saw the love for you guys. Obviously, Dave missed a lot of it because he was pissing about doing stuff. Who knows? He was just pissing
He had
about.
to change the oil in the van.
I'm thinking, where's Dave? And people are going, don't know where he is. Because you came out and you were standing with PY, and then I went, I'll go and get Dave and get a picture of everybody. And I turned around and said to my wife, I'm just going to get a picture. And I'm like, what the fuck's Dave? Dave's disappeared.
Man, sorry, man.
Dave,
Every fellow.
There's a lot that goes into a rock show, not just hanging out at the bar having a few drinks.
yeah. I'm sure we can take your word for it, Dave. I'm sure we can take your word for it, mate. But we got the final picture, which was it's been shared on my Facebook page and on my Jace Media account hundreds of times. People are like constantly liking it, because I just think I think obviously, first of all, because I'm in it, it doesn't really matter about you.
Of course.
Because I'm in it, that's
You're a lovable character, Darren.
Well, PY, I kind of like to think I'm quite lovable.
I hugged you at least 3 times in Glasgow.
Yeah, I'm saying to my wife, I might not get home tonight. PY showing me the love. PY showing me the love. I don't know what's going to happen, but listen, I'm open to a bit of man love, PY. I don't really mind. It's obviously, if you've got the time, you've got a big dude here in front of you, then we can think about it next time you come.
Yeah, bring the wife too.
You guys can book it.
Yeah,
Give
we'll
us
get
a reason to come back.
Yeah, we'll get an Airbnb, PY. You mean the good wife and stuff like that.
Right.
We'll hammer it out.
Appreciate it very much.
We'll
Much
hammer
love,
it
Darren.
out. Don't you listen. You make these two jealous. Come on, chill, man. This is a family show. We don't want to talk stuff like that.
We're just gonna play Scrabble.
Absolutely. So what's tonight? What's tonight? Just chilling and taking it easy tonight.
Tomorrow we're going to, where are we going? To
Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Sheffield tomorrow. Yes.
Hometown of the
Where-
monkeys.
Where is that? North, south, east, or west of Manchester? You tell me.
Sheffield is south. So you're
South
going
of
down.
us.
Oh,
You're going
So it's
south
gonna be a
end,
little warmer.
yeah, and then
nice.
you'll be back up again wherever you're going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Birmingham again. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're crisscrossing. That's okay.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. You know, it
Yeah.
lets you see a bit more of England and kind of
Absolutely.
the thing that kind of sometimes upsets me is that people will come to Scotland and they'll do Glasgow and they may do Edinburgh, and then they go off down to England, and there's so much more places to do in England and play. But I still say that Scotland has the loudest fans, the best fans, the best looking fans, because obviously
Sure.
PY is obviously he's testament to that. He's
I have
testament
to
to
say,
that.
Glasgow was a magical night. It's a show that I'll always remember to see, like all these people that it was that first instant we met them and they just like opened the door and here we were welcomed, singing along, and just it was. I can't wait to come back to Scotland. I fucking love Scotland. I heard good things, but nobody could describe how good it would be, honestly.
Absolutely. And how did you enjoy the Howling Wolf? Did you get some food? Because you
Oh,
met
it was
like Rob
amazing. Even
Starr.
from the door guy, we arrived, Leela and I, to go see, because 5 days prior, we hadn't been able to have a warm meal for all of those 5 consecutive days, because by the time the show's over here, everything
Everything was
closes
closed.
fucking super early. So we jumped out of the van, nowhere to park, me and Leela running in the rain to the door guy, who I think his name was Steve. And he was just so hilarious and was just so nice and cool and just got us in there. We had food and it was magical. And then the fucking King guys arrived. Alan, Big Bear hugged, almost crushed me. It was awesome. Really,
Yes,
really awesome.
He's a
Classic
lovable
when he walked in.
big rogue, isn't he? He's a lovable big rogue. is
Oh
that?
yeah. Oh yeah.
They all are.
Oh yeah. They're
Yeah.
so kind. Such beautiful souls.
Yeah, I've known
Getting along
Alan.
just great.
Yeah, I've known Alan
And
a
their whole
long
crew.
time. Yeah, I've known Alan a long time. He's just a real nice guy. He's got such a good
Yeah.
nature, and I think he's embraced you guys as well, and kind of coming on the tour and stuff like that. And he's